Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Ben from Flow Brackets, and today we've got in a GLA45 AMG, and today I'm going to be showing you how to delete a OEM plinth so that we can run some Australian number plates, because right now it looks completely horrible because the number plate holder, or what we call an OEM plinth, is completely oversized and not right for this. And this plate can't be bent around to match the curvature of the bumper. So what we're going to do is put on our miniature plinth, much smaller than the original one that Mercedes gives you. And this becomes a modular fitting so that you can mount any number plate bracket to it, or interchange different number plate brackets according to the size and style of your number plate to get or display number plates as cleanly as you can onto a GLA45. Let's get into it. The first thing that we're going to do is take out the 3 screws holding it on, and then we can remove the oversized OEM plinth, or also known as a number plate holder. And let's reveal how many holes have been sent into this by the previous owner. It's not too many. We'll plug them up and make them neat as possible. Don't forget to remove this little plug. It just snap fits out, and we can now install. So now that we've given it a bit of a clean, we can now install our miniature plinth to go onto the bumper. It's pretty simple. It's got these 2 feet, I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but we've got these 2 feet on the bottom that sort of cap the underside. And this is to get it completely level from left to right. And it sort of self-locates as it's a bit of a V. And we've also got this center line that you can align with the apex. So once you align this line in our miniature plinth to the apex of the bumper, rock it upwards, hold it upwards, and use a marking instrument or writing instrument. I'm going to use a red Sharpie, mark out the hole to be pilot drilled. Pilot drill those 2 holes, send in the screws that we provide, and you're installed. Once you've drilled this out, align the plinth again, and send in the black stainless hardware that we provide. Now, for those that are wanting an extra strong fitting, if you're running a heavier weight number plate, we definitely recommend to go for these stainless steel nutsert that we sell on our website. You need to expand the hole to a 9mm hole, and then use a nutsert tool to expand it into there, and it'll become a one-way threaded insert. I'm just going to grab my step drill bit and enlarge the hole to a 9mm. Make sure that you don't make it bigger than 9mm, otherwise it'll be too big. Now that we've drilled out the hole, you can insert your nutsert and crimp it. Now that we've got our extra strong nutsert fitting in to accommodate for heavier plates, just grab our 20mm M6 bolt and screw it on. And this is the strongest way you can install our miniature plinth. So now that we've got our miniature plinth on, let me explain about the next steps. Now, this is a 2-part mounting solution, and that means that you can't buy the miniature plinth on its own. You have to buy it with a number plate bracket. And the number plate bracket is specific to number plates. So you have to choose the bracket that suits the style and size of your number plate. This one here is a signature bracket to fit a Slimline signature plate. If you had a heritage plate, then you'd get a heritage plate and bolt that on. If you had a Slimline plate, then you'd get the Slimline bracket and bolt that on. And that's the beauty of about this product, is that it is modular, so you can chop and change or interchange brackets without sending multiple holes into your car like the previous owner did. Installation of this part is pretty simple. Just align one of the slots in the bracket that you've chosen to any of the brass fittings. There's so many different combinations you can do. Just find one that you're happy with. I think let's choose a lower one for now, and screw it on. 2 screws is plenty. Just remember to loosen it off, adjust it from left to right. Once you're in a good position or middle, then you can lock them down. All that's left to do is clip on our number plate to the bracket and tighten the grub screws on the bottom, which expand the snap fit and doesn't allow you to unclip it. Now you must be wondering, what do we do with the leftover holes? Don't worry, we've thought about that. We've given you these nice little tris screws so you can plug them up, so you're not left with an ugly hole. Now that we're finished with the front, I'm going to show you how to get signature plates onto the back of the GLA45. In this case, this customer's got a signature plate in the standard size format, and I'm just going to go through a few tips and tricks about this size of plate. So now that we've removed everything off the car, you're going to expose the 4 holes on the back of this GLA. Now, this 4-hole bolt pattern exists on almost every Mercedes since like the 1970s, and there's only a handful, maybe 3 or 4 models that don't have this 4-hole bolt pattern. Now, I've explained this 4-hole bolt pattern and how it adapts to the majority of our number plates in a lot of other videos, but this video is going to be specific to signature plates on a car with a drop-down camera. So if you are running signature plates in a slimline format, they're quite small. You just bolt on the 4 holes and then clip on the signature plate. The drop-down camera won't interfere into this. Now, if you are running a signature plate in a standard size, obviously it's a lot larger in format, and this might interfere into the camera. So you'll know this when you put it into reverse. It's going to touch the plate, fail, and then just go back automatically, and then you'll have a black screen on your infotainment system. So to accommodate that, we've got 2 products. We've got the ST4-2, which essentially offsets the holes upwards a little bit, which makes your number plate sit down further so that there's enough room for the drop down camera to come down and not fail and then go back up. So we find that this is a common problem across the A-class range, so A250, A45, A35 hatch, and on some C classes as well. But in this case, we've tested this vehicle to run the normal ST4. As long as you set the top mount and the bottom mount in a lower setting, which pushes the plate just down enough for the camera to drop down and stay down. So today we'll be installing the ST4, but if you're ever in doubt and you want to come in and test and you do have a signature standard size, let us know. We'll be happy to help. Installation's pretty straightforward. Align the 4 holes with the bracket and the car and use the hardware provided in the kit to screw it on. Now, the hardware that we do provide is black stainless steel, so it'll never rust on you. All that's left to do is install your number plate. Just slide it onto the top mount and then clip it in to the bottom mount. Before you do, just check that it's center, left to right. Then tighten off the grub screws, and it's going to stop it from moving from left to right. And also expand the snap fit that's holding it in so that it can't be unclipped. So if you are putting signature plates onto a GLA, it doesn't matter if it's a GLA45, it could be a GLA200, 250, or any other variant of GLA in this year. If you've got a slimline size, you won't have a problem with the drop-down camera. If you are running a standard size on the rear, just be wary that you might have trouble with the camera interfering with it. If you do buy an ST4, which I think is probably the nicest looking, just try and set the top and bottom mounts into a low position to make sure that it does clear and doesn't fail and go back up. But if it does, then you probably need to pick yourself up a ST4-2. So if you find yourself in a position where you have a standard size signature plate, come in and test with us and we can get you the right bracket. And that's how you do a OEM Plinth delete on a GLA45. Just a few things to remember, guys, that it is a 2-part mounting solution. That means that you can't buy the miniature plinth on its own. You have to buy it with a matching number plate bracket that matches the style and size of your number plate. So the miniature plinths are specific to your vehicle and the number plate brackets are specific to your number plate. So make sure that you grab the right bracket for the size and style of the number plate that you have. And the good thing about this is that it does display your plates as cleanly as possible. And yes, there are some holes to plug up from the previous installation, but I would leave them because you can always revert to original. And that's a good thing, because you're probably in some time in your life going to sell the vehicle and retain the plate. And when that happens, put everything back to original and take your brackets that can be fitted to the new car. I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.